Okay, I want to say hi again. It's only me, Wushu Richard, with another quick HD video for you. In this video, I want to talk about something that I came across the other day by accident. I came across a thing called extreme embalming. Now, I don't know anything about this, and to me, I find it a bit creepy, to be honest. I know very little about it, is what I will say, but extreme embalming, now, I've never heard of it before. Apparently, it seems like, okay, a thing where when someone dies, okay, someone's body, they do something through some kind of means. I don't think mummification would be the right word for it. I mean, it's some means of preserving the body. Now, I don't know what they dip it in, whatever, if that's the right word, or how it's actually done. We're talking about dead people's bodies, okay? They basically do this embalming. And as far as I know, we're not talking about waxworks dummies. It looks like, to me, they're talking about, from what I've seen online, they're talking about the actual corpses, the corpses of people. There are people that pay out, goodness knows how much money to embalm, and basically they preserve the human body in some way. Now, I don't believe that's going to be indefinitely. Now, you've heard of I've heard people here in China telling me that it was done with Mao Zedong, okay, the who once ruled China. His body was preserved, and apparently to this day you can actually still go and see it. I don't know if that's true or not, but similar kind of thing. But embalming, okay, I've not looked into the matter too much, so I don't want to come across ignorant, and I don't want to come across opinionated to people, okay, who believe in this, or people that had it done to them because it was their wish before they died. But there are people that do this, and there are families that pay out money or whatever, to get their friends, family, or loved ones who died, to get their corpses embalmed. And it basically looks like I don't know what they've been dipped in. I mean, it could be super glue, it could be Winnie the Pooh's honey for all I know. I don't have a clue how they do it. But they get these bodies and they dress them up to look their best, dressed to impress, sort of thing. Really, and or how to represent the kind of people that they were in all their glory as such, to honour them, and they dress the corpses up and they position them in certain positions, for example, doing their favourite. In some situations, they position them or dress them to represent like them doing something that they loved during their lifetime. And the bodies, I presume, go stiff, the way they do it. Like they've been cast in this, I don't even know. I know I sound dumb, but they're like, their bodies, I'm going to look into it more if I find time. I'm not really too into it, but as such, they preserve the body, basically. They preserve the human body so that it doesn't, I guess, rot and degrade so quickly. But anyway, I saw these photos online. I saw this news article, this thing I came across the other day, where they were showing people. They were showing literally photos of these people that were in some kind of museum or museums or some kind of exhibition as such, where you could go to see these people. The actual corpses, I believe this is, if I'm not mistaken. So if someone was a taxi driver, they'd have the guy positioned, literally, I saw the photo, a guy positioned in a taxi. You may have seen the same photo because he once was a taxi driver, so he was positioned in the taxi that he drove in his life. You had other people, there was some other young guy, I think he was a basketball player, I'm not too sure, who was positioned sitting in a chair holding a joypad, a games controller, with a packet of Doritos snacks. And all kinds of stuff. Other people dressed up and stuff, and you had crowds of people looking around and just watching, just in awe, And I saw comments in the section underneath, people saying it's so creepy and stuff. And I just want to say, okay, to me, I'm not trying to offend people, but to me, it really does seem so creepy. It's like, putting dead bodies on exhibition like that to honour them. Now, whatever the kind of idea is behind that, the honour and stuff, fair enough, I don't know, but to me, I think that's really creepy and wrong. I mean, how creepy and insane has the world got to go? I mean, to put a dead body on show like that. I mean, we're not talking about a memorial. We're not talking about some kind of other memorial or something made in their honour. But the actual body, the actual corpse, they've preserved it, stuck it there. And I find it kind of hypocritical too. I mean, how well did the person know themselves, let alone you know them, to know what they were thinking? Okay, this guy loved computer games, so we're going to perch his dead body up in front of a computer games console for everybody to see. I mean, doesn't that sound fucked up to you? You know, in my opinion, I'm just saying, right? You know, that's like saying, oh, this woman was a prostitute, and although she was criticised, you know, she loved her life as a prostitute. So what are you going to do? You're going to perch her up buck naked or in lingerie, you know, in some sexual position, and just have everybody see that, and just make it X-rated and charge a little more for people to see it, or what? Oh, this guy used to love working in McDonald's. So what are you going to do? Literally put the body literally in a McDonald's outfit with a burger in his hand and just charge people? It's just insane. You wouldn't see this stuff on the Creep Show, you know, in my opinion. I've got to be honest. That's my opinion. You know, I mean, you hear about these people that do it for free. I mean, you hear about these maniacs and stuff who also, you know, have dead bodies in their houses and dress them up and stuff, and they get in trouble for stuff like that. I don't know what goes through people's minds, but extreme embalming. You can look it up if you want online. I think it's really, there's something wrong there if you want to put dead bodies up on display. And I think the whole thing's creepy. Oh, this guy used to work in a bank, or this guy used to mow the lawn every day, so you're going to position him in that position and that. You know, it's like there's more to life than that, you know. Yeah, honour life, but I mean, like, we need to honour life now while we're here. We need to think more about life in general, I think, as opposed to playing just these games, you know. I'm going to stop. It's just my opinion on it, okay? But whether you like it, fair enough. Respect to anyone who wants to do that, or anyone who believes in that, or anybody who wants that to be them when they die. You know, it's your own thing, fair enough. But it's that same point again, just like Bruce Lee said about honest self-expression. But my point is, why do you need to express? Just love life, you know, and you will feel better rather than putting on a show, right? Is life just a show? Your life wasn't a show; it was a real thing. So why are you going to make a show of it? Show it out of life after the person's dead, and it could be you or anybody. Thanks for watching.